Hi, hello, how are you? And welcome back to Outfit October. This is the second to last Create a Sim for October, and it's for days 22 through 28. And we're looking at right now is me turning my sim into the first prompt, which was, I believe, fancy. And this was very similar to a prompt from the very beginning, which was flashy, and I still had no idea what to do with it. So I went for kind of a gala look, I guess we could call it if we wanted to do that. I don't know. Just what does fancy mean to you? I don't know. I didn't know what it meant to my sim, but I think she does look very fancy. She looks like what the caption was for the Instagram post was today we're putting my sim self in the spotlight, and she does look like she's about to go for a walk on the red carpet to some big award show or something. So maybe this is like a prediction that somehow my sim self will be super successful once Get Famous comes out. I don't know. Could be. All I know is that she looks really good in this gown and with that hair, and I'm happy with what this prompt came out as for being a prompt I didn't really have a ton of idea what to do with. And I also got to, I don't normally pay a ton of attention to the formal wear my Sims have on because I don't do a lot of formal events. I'm not throwing a bunch of dinner parties in The Sims or anything like that. And the only balls I go to are in Cinderella Story Mod, and we have basically a uniform for that. So this was an adventure into perfecting my understanding of the formal look, I suppose you could say. I don't know. I like it. That's all that matters, right? Is that I like it and I got to experiment. That's the whole point of Outfit October, I think. But the next prompt, ho ho ho, the next prompt I did a lot of work on. I went hunting for CC. I went looking for outfit inspiration. Oh my gosh. Inspiration. I knew exactly what I wanted to do with the next prompt. And you're probably like, well, what is the next prompt, Veronica? Would you just say it? And it's witch. And I started off, or at least early enough in October, I did a create a sim for a stereotypical witch, and now this is like a modern witch look, you know? And I think my sim self, I don't know if I'm happier with the outfit overall, that it came out the way I planned it, the way the actual edit came out for Instagram and Twitter. I don't know. All I know is that she looks amazing. I wish I could. Why don't I look? See, my sim self has been putting me to shame all month, and that's the worst part of this is that I keep doing these looks, and I'm like, oh, look at her go, she looks great, and I'm like, oh wait, this is a digital representation of me, but she's way cooler than me, which I guess is probably true for most people. But I'm doing this to myself. I am outshining myself with my sim self. What am I doing? She just has access to a lot more wardrobe options, honestly, and she could just change her hair on the daily. So, like, that's not my fault. She has more assets at reach, I guess. And her clothes are free. So there's always that. But anyway, yeah, I really like this. I got to use that floppy hat from Seasons, and I found this mesh top with stars on it, and it just all came together. It came together really nice, and now I just want her to have her own Let's Play as is like that. The next prompt, it was kind of, you don't see a lot of that me picking the outfit, so to speak, because I didn't pick the outfit. I just picked a color swatch of the night outfit because the prompt was night, and we all know what that means. We have a suit of armor in The Sims, so there was that. What I really had a lot of fun editing this though to make my sim as a night look interesting. So if you go look at that, and the caption was, it was. I loved coming up with the caption for this one because it was like looking to get swept off your feet question mark, and it's just like my sim self as a knight. But anyway, so go check out that on my Instagram. I like it. The next one was also one that I was like, this is gonna be lame because the prompt was superhero. We have a full body superhero outfit. Like, what was I supposed to do there? But I got to play around when it came to her face because I decided not to put the mask on because I didn't want her to be the llama superhero person thing. Wasn't feeling it. So I got the bodysuit out, picked a color, and I went from there. I give her blue hair and these like crazy blue eyeballs that I've had an overlay for forever, and went ham with a makeup look. And I think she looks really cool. Like, she looks like she's ready to float around downtown, you know, just like the hover thing superheroes do in cartoons. I don't know what my superpower would be. I said in the caption for the photo that my superpower would have something to do with coming up with bad puns, which I guess if that's the case, then maybe I already have my superpower because I do that regularly. So, what a disappointing superpower. You can't fight crime with puns, can you? Unless the puns are so bad, because I said bad puns. Unless the puns are so bad that I'm like, Ooh, the vampire puns have been my thing lately. It's like, you look fantastic, supervillain, and then they're like, "Huh," and they run because they're like, I can't deal with this. It's not worth it. Robbing the bank is not worth having to listen to this nonsense for however long it takes the police to get here. So they just stop. Could that be the superpower? Well, oh gosh. In that case, then my superpower is actually being annoying through bad puns, which is not any more desirable than what I was originally imagining. I set myself up for failure here, didn't I? Ah, darn. Well, this seems like something I would do. The next prompt I'm going to talk about really quickly because it didn't get recorded, and that was a bummer. But for the final style swap of the month, I swapped styles. You can see it briefly with my sim, Terry, who, if you watch the 100 Rescue Challenge, then you know who Terry is. I also did create a sim for Terry a long time ago when Laundry Day stuff came out. But I got swap styles oh my gosh, swap styles with Terry. And it came out really well. The only thing is it won't let you put facial hair on a female sim, so that was a bummer because I really wanted to see what my sim self looked like in a beard. But I think she stole his style well. Or swapped, excuse me. And then the next prompt. This is the prompt I know everyone's going to love. It the prompt was cosplay. I could have done anything in the world. Anything at all. The world was at my fingertips. What did I choose to cosplay as? Mr. Landgrab himself. So this is kind of a style swap, but the rules I set for the style swap at the beginning of the month where I had to swap styles with one of my sims, this is one of EA's sims. So technically, it's cosplay. It also kind of makes me want to be Joffrey Landgrab. I hit my mic. I'm so sorry. Bad habits. For Halloween, but I already have a Halloween costume planned out. So maybe next year, remind me in July that I'm supposed to be him for Halloween, and then I won't plan a different costume. But look at my sim. Doesn't she look amazing? I don't know how to handle it. It's the best thing that's ever happened. She doesn't look like necessarily good. She doesn't look super cute or anything. She looks like a 40-year-old dad, but that's what we were going for. So I think she looks amazing. Look at it's so funny to do the poses. I had to do the poses for him too. And this goes back to the whole thing. Do you say Jeffrey or do you say Joffrey? Who is he? Is he Joffrey Landgrab? I kind of switched because I don't know what he's supposed to be. Couldn't tell you. Then the final prompt for this week, not the final prompt for the month, we have 3 more. Yeah. And the final prompt for this week it was winter. So this was our last seasonal prompt. And I really like this because I got to do a cozy thing and I got to use the blush that I have that makes the Sims' nose and ears red and like, normally I use it to just give them some life in their face, but now it's like she's actually cold. So she actually, it makes sense. And this is one of my favorite outfits that I've done the whole month. Why? Because winter is when I dress myself the best. Why? I don't even like winter, but I don't like being cold even worse or even more. So I'm very good at putting together outfits involving sweaters and jeans. Although I wear jeans all year round, so that's another thing. But anyway, this was the outfit for me. She's so cute. Look at my sim self. Just living it up. This is also like one of the more authentic to me outfits because some of these, like, I'm not dressing up as a Victorian or wearing cat ear headbands or having fin ears like a mermaid or anything like that. I'm not cyberpunk. I don't have green hair. I wish I did. That'd be cool. So a lot of these don't really look like me, and I'm obviously not swapping styles with my sim creations every day. So this one really represents me. But anyway, that is it for this week in Outfit October. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing for the rest of the month, the few days that are left, you can check out my Instagram and my Twitter. I always post the actual edits of the prompts there. But until then, I'm going to let you go. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!